There's breaking new details about the North Carolina man accused of recording young girls on his yacht in Myrtle Beach. Authorities just wrapping up their raid of William Hilliard Cherryville's home. We just checked and he's bonded out of jail.
Tonight he is charged with first-degree voyeurism, and according to police records, he allegedly invited 5 women and girls onto his yacht and used his personal iPad to record them while they were in the shower. 3 of the victims are underage, the others 18 and 20 years old.
NBC Charlotte's Savannah Levins joining us live now with the very latest. Savannah?
So you can probably just make out that home. It's pretty far back there on private property. Investigators just wrapping up and heading out. They were out here several hours earlier this evening, and really the fact that they secured this warrant indicates that they believe there might be more evidence to be found in this case.
I'm just shocked.
Friends of the Hilliard family,
they were good people,
say this is the last thing they expected.
I wouldn't have never expected this.
Investigators packed Hilliard's home Tuesday, one day after he was arrested in Myrtle Beach, accused of hiding an iPad in the bathroom of his yacht, set to record and pointed at the shower. Police say Hilliard brought several young girls onto his yacht named Yacht O' Troubles and invited them to use the shower. According to the arrest warrant, one of the girls, who was 18, noticed the iPad, saw it was recording her shower, and called police.
He never had any signs of doing anything like that.
Now investigators evidently securing a warrant to search Hilliard's Cleveland County home, 200 miles from Myrtle.
They well known here. They're well known.
The Hilliards are a prominent local family known for owning Cherryville-based Modern Polymers, a company that employs hundreds in this small town. But now everyone, police included, left wondering if Hilliard's done this before, here, closer to home, and if there are any more young victims. The house quiet right now, but again, Hilliard did bond out of jail. He posted that money. Now, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office has not released any information as of right now as far as what they did or did not find here tonight, but we expect certainly more information and possibly even more charges to come later in the week. Reporting live from Cleveland County, I'm Savannah Levins for NBC Charlotte.
Savannah, thank you.